So if you're going to make a mouse out of a piece of cloth, first of all you want to avoid things like a restaurant napkin. They tend to be too heavy and too stiff and they don't work very well. Pocket handkerchief, that works okay. Tends to be a little small. Ideally something like this, a bandana. And now I'll demonstrate how it's done. So you're going to lay out your bandana and fold it into a triangle, like that. And then you're going to bring these 2 points right and left in about 1/3 of the way. That makes that classic shape, sometimes like an old-fashioned diaper. That's the simple part, and now it gets tricky. I'm going to start rolling this from the bottom in a pretty tight roll. Up toward the point. Stopping 2 or 3 inches from the point. And now it gets really tricky. I'm right-handed. If you're right-handed, then you're going to lay your right fingertips palm up with your fingertips just here. You're going to bring this point over and hold it in place with your right thumb. Bring this over, hold it in place. Bring this over and hold it in place. And now you've got the whole thing in your right hand like that. Now this is the tricky part. You're going to hold it like this, and with your other hand you're going to move your 2 thumbs in toward the center. And it makes sort of a donut shape, but here's the problem. Over here where these loose ends are, you can't let them get loose, so you got to keep them under control and keep pushing it inward like that. Now you can keep pushing with your thumbs and turning this like you're trying to turn a donut inside out. Pushing toward the center. And on your right hand side here, this is where the body's going to form. And so as you do this side will get fatter and this side will get skinnier. And eventually there'll be an opening there where your fingers on your left hand will come through. And now you can see the fat body here and the part here which is going to become the head and tail. That's where the 2 ends were tucked in when we started. And now we got to separate this into its 2 parts. And you can see here that this is where this point was tucked in. So we'll pull this out like that. And then we'll pull the other end free. And so now we've got this thing. That formation is called a love knot. You remember the poem The Highwayman? Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. I think in the old days a woman would make this and use it as a base for part of her hair. Anyway, forget that. Now you decide which of these is going to be the head and which will be the tail. I'm going to make this the tail. Now I'll spread this apart like that, flip it over a couple of times, and then just tie a single overhand knot to produce the head and the ears. And you can flare out the ears to make them a little fluffy like that if you want to. And there you got your mouse. Now to make him perform, I'm right-handed, so I'll put him on my left hand with my fingertips of these 2 fingers just underneath his butt and his shoulders resting on the meat part of my thumb right there. If you're out there and I'm going to do this for you, then I'll pet him like this, and as my hand passes this part, then my fingers are going to flip like that to make him jump. So I'll pet the nice little mousey, and whoop! You can make him jump as often or as far as you want to. Nice mouse. Ain't that fun? There's your mouse.